First of all, can I say thank you to everybody? First of all, Jordy, this is his idea. He put in a lot of work, followed us around, just editing things and setting this up here at the cinema, following guys in class, using his own gas money to travel to games. And I want to say thank you to you. We got our principal here tonight, Tim Hoffman, who's followed us and been one of our biggest fans. Please stand up, Tim. Board members are here tonight. Ms. Bruce, Mr. Churchwell, I see Mr. Kwame is here as well. Any other board members I missed? Thankful, please give our board members a hand for allowing us to do this. Thank you so much. And so families, parents, thank you. Thank you. This was emotional for me, so I'm gonna give the mic up. Every time I watch it, I cry, so I'm gonna just let him go.
Awesome. Who wants to start us off with the question? Over here on the left.
Will there be a DVD or some other product available to purchase and watch us again and show it to our friends?
For sure. So we're going to do a YouTube video, which we're going to have a link out probably tomorrow for you guys. It's going to be free to watch. The full feature-length film will be on there to share with your friends and your family.
And you talk about getting on Netflix.
We're also going to try and get it on a streaming service as best as we can as well. We'll see what we can do. So we do plan to do a part 2. We actually have one of the underclassmen, this James Martin, up front here on the far left, and some incredible players as well on the coming up, and we're going to plan to do something next year as well.
What was your inspiration, and then as you went through it, did you feel like you were on the right path, or did you feel like you wanted to do something a little different, or what was your inspiration?
For sure. So for all who didn't hear, the question was, what was my inspiration? And then as we're going through it, were there like some twists and turns, and how did we navigate that? My biggest inspiration for this is I wanted to collaborate with my local school districts and promote public education. And a great way to do that was through using a sports film. Not only was it just about basketball, as you saw, we were able to go into the classrooms, see a little bit more in depth of like, you know, what actually goes on inside of the classrooms and the learning that happens. In terms of did things come up, of course, so many different things came up between travel things, schedule things. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to follow Montrell Oliver around too much just because of time constraints, but I definitely wanted to highlight him as best as I could. But yeah, just learning to pivot on the fly, open communication between me and the coaches, and then a big hand to the students and the seniors here that been willing to actually let me come into their lives and film them learning and talking about what they want to do in the future was huge as well.
I got a question for the seniors. What did it feel like to see your faces as you guys spoke on film? What was that like for you?
To me, I mean, it felt like the future, honestly, because I believe that we're all going to be great moving forward with not just academics, but our athletic careers as well. So I felt like it was just preparing us for the next phase of our lives and being prepared for the news reports or whatever ahead of us, and that's kind of how I took it.
You want to hear from everybody? Can you repeat?
How did you feel being on seeing yourself on film?
To be honest, it was. It took me back to when we were playing. Really, I mean, it made me feel like, oh, I can't have that. Well, I can't have that back, but it gives me a memory to have, and to see these guys and all my teammates playing again, all that stuff. It just felt good.
It felt good to watch myself on the big screen. As a kid, I always wanted to grow up and like wonder what it'd be like for me to be on the big screen as a kid, and it feels good because I sacrificed a lot to come down here and play basketball. So it's just a lot of memories.
I say, it definitely felt good being on TV and whatnot, but with him following us around school and stuff, around classes, at first it was just like, he just popped up and was recording us. I'm just like, oh, it's normal. It's another news reporter at our practice because we always got people recording us at practice for some reason. But he started being around more and more, and then it just got to a point Jordy just became one of us. He became one of the Big Red family, and I just guess that was just cool having him around, and I guess it was cool to call him one of our own, for sure. Don't nobody got no more questions? I got you, but my mama raised her hand. I gotta ask my mama a question first. I got you next. There you go, Patrice.
Question is, like, looking at the five of you guys, and I'll say the seniors for sure, you guys are like local celebrities. I've witnessed you all go places and people cry when they see y'all, want to hug y'all, people talk about you, people not knowing that they're talking about one of the seniors that I'm around, they don't realize, like, these my sons. But have you all thought about, like, what it will, like, in a month, you guys will be leaving. Have you all thought about what it looks like after all of this celebrity? Are you prepared?
Oh yeah, you know I for sure, because I went up to the UP and now it's a whole different country out there. I ain't ready for it. I ain't ready to leave. I ain't gonna lie, but I thought about it plenty of times for sure. I ain't ready to go at all. I'm about ready to reclass.
I'm cool where I'm at.
I went up to the UP and came back yesterday. It was different because, going everywhere, seeing all those kids and stuff, wanting to give us high fives and stuff. It was different being not around that. So it's going to be a step.
Honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I don't think I'm prepared though, because it's so much love that we get down here. So like when I going to Wayne State now, it's like I'm restarting, trying to figure out, of course, build a brand, and that's not compared to what's already built here. So I don't know. I ain't really too prepared for what I'm finna go against. But I mean, the love that we got here is like you can't match it with nothing. And I just love being a part of the Big Red family, being in the city. So I don't think I'm prepared for real. I love you, Nene. Go ahead.
How difficult, how tough is all these years, and all the boys, the girls, you guys, and coaches, to watch them grow up, become that man, and knowing that you help shape and mold their future, and now they leave you. How do y'all feel once they leave you? You know what I'm saying? Because I know when I was a coach, it was tough on me to watch these guys and girls leave and pray that they do well. So, Mr. Guy, what is like?
Well, that's like one of the most difficult, as you heard in the film, one of the most difficult parts of the job is watching kids, as you get attached to them, they leave. And the minute you get attached and they start to get it, it seems like they leave. So, what gets me out of coaching faster is these type of moments. It's just because you love them so much. You're proud of them, but you want to see them go. It's like parenting. You want to see them go, but you don't want to see them go. And so, that's how it is every single year. And it seems like time goes faster as I get older. And, when we starting to have fun and then the season's over and then now it's a new crop of guys and you get attached to them and then they leave. And it's just very, very difficult. But what makes it great is that we all have a genuine relationship outside of basketball. You got some veteran guys that's played here and played for me. You got Marky D, Coach Marky D over here. You got his brother Boudet who's here. You got D. Thrower and some other players that have played for me. And so Bo Shanks in the back. I mean, it's just a family. And so, they come around practice all the time. They're telling guys what to do. They make my job a lot easier. And I always tell guys when I'm coaching them, you're not going to like me while I'm coaching you. You're probably going to hate me while I'm coaching you. And then after that, we're going to be friends. And I think that's what it is. And that's how we build our program. And I think, it's just built on love. And, nothing else beat our love for each other.
I would second what KG said. It's like they graduate and they move on to the next phase of their life, but they never leave. 'Cause like he said, Christmas time, spring break, summer, all the vets come back, so we get to see them. You know what I mean? And we still talk, text with them, call them. They call us, they text us. So it's a ongoing relationship that never ends, because it truly is a family. And we love them, but again, like I said, it's gonna be tough not seeing these guys in the hallways next year, especially Peacher. I've been around Peacher since he was about this tall. So he is still that tall. You ain't lying about that. But yeah, no, like I said, the most beautiful thing is that they do move on to the next phase of their life, but they never leave. They're always a part of the family and a part of the Big Red culture.
To piggyback on what Coach said. No, on the serious facts. On a serious note, from being new on the staff and actually just watching all these guys grow up, because I was in travel ball coaching. I got to witness every one of them or play against every one of them, and it got ugly for me. But just seeing them grow into young men, I think that's the best part of it. Just seeing them grow from kids to young men, and I think it's no disrespect to the guys we got. You realize how much you miss them when they gone. So I just want to tell them from a coach's point and more of a big brother's point that I'm just proud of all of them, and keep talking to me, fella. No, I'm proud of them, and I wish them best of luck on their road to success. So that's all I got.
My experience with them was kind of different since this is my first year coaching. But I already had a relationship with them kind of growing up. I remember I first started training TJ when he was in middle school. He didn't like working out. He was crying our first couple workouts. I remember Kai, he been around since I was my senior year. He used to be in the huddles dancing. He used to be in the huddles dancing and stuff. For us, my senior year, always in the locker room. I remember my senior year, I used to send Kai to the concession stand before every game to give me a Snickers and a Gatorade. and then just to be coaching him my first year. And then Justin, I remember I first started training him in middle school as well, and I got my relationship with Trill when he first came. So it was just cool, being a big brother to them on the coaching staff, and that was what Coach kind of brought me around for, to have somebody more of their age and with some experience in the locker room. So it was cool, and I'm always proud of them, and I know they're gonna go do great things wherever they go.
Man, seeing kids leave, like I've been coaching the KG for 7 years, so it'd be kind of difficult, seeing a class leave after every year. I was coaching Justin. My first couple years of Justin, it was difficult because I seen the potential in him, so I was a little harder on him, and to watch it. Oh, the Paul. See that's. See what you're saying. Man, I was a little tougher on Justin because I seen the potential in him. He came a long way. Yeah. Trail, seen him come a long way, especially when he came from Union. He got tired of them beat downs. TJ. Been the same size with a gentle giant as they said in the movie. Very mature though. Little cock guy. Me and him always talked, you know, never got the chance to coach him. he went above me that, you know, first year, but you know, it'd be kind of difficult seeing, you know, each class lead though. But it's a blessing being in their life.
Question for James. So everybody, congratulations to you guys and your seniors. James, you are the next face of the Big Red basketball program. Bringing along with the other players that you have, Kai, Kanye, but you reign, you know. So what can we look forward?
You stole my question.
Great minds think alike. What can we look forward to next year with this group that you have, plus some of the other guys that are coming up from the JV?
What I could say is probably the same thing but better, because these guys showed us what we should be prepared for. They taught us, coaching us how the coaches did, but coaching us on the court too. So we basically had, with Kyle on the team, we had two extra coaches. But yeah, I'm really excited for next year though. I'm mad we couldn't finish it off even better than we did the year before that though. I feel like we had the team for it. Just stuff don't come the way you want it to. But going into this next year though, I think we're gonna be better. We got the talent for it. We just need guys to buy in. We got the leaders. We got everything we need for real. We got the coaches. We just need the guys that's on the team to all buy in and be ready for that next year. Hey, you get some of that too. Pause. Chill on me, bro.
I got a question for Coach Guy. How do you keep your team and players motivated when they don't get the recognition from people from the other side of the state, or tough calls and different things like that? How do you bring them in to get them prepared for the next game?
That's a good question. That's a tough part of coaching as well, because, you know, we talk about it all the time. And this is life. Basketball is just like life. You're not going to always get a fair call. You're not going to always have a great day. There's going to be people hating on you. So what you do you respond in a way that makes that person right, or do you work harder to prove to yourself what you can do? And so that's what we talk about, is just proving to yourself and staying true to yourself. And I believe, and I know a lot of people, this might offend some people, but I don't apologize for this. I believe that God does everything for a reason. And I think he has his hand on our program. He has his hands on our kids. And no matter what people think we shouldn't have, I think God gives us what we deserve and what we should have. So that's what we look at. I'm sorry.
I have a question for the basketball players. What do you think are like big key qualities of like a leader on a basketball team?
Good question. Great question.
My opinion, I think to be a great leader, first off, to be a leader, you have to be able to be led. And I had to understand that from my own standpoint, honestly. But then again, you got to look at the point, you got to be that person, just like you got to be another coach, honestly. So like when the coaching staff is on you or on your teammates, you got to be able to be that person to cheer them on. You got to keep everybody positive, be vocal. You can be a leader by just being the example and showing, but I feel like if you be able to communicate to your players so they can understand, or you listen and you understand where they're coming from, that makes the team better too. And also being a leader, you got to be able to bring your team together and make it one. So my thing is, if one person is split away from the whole team, then it's not no team no more, in my opinion. So I feel like being a leader, you got to be able to be that person to bring everybody together, make it a whole group, and speak the positive stuff to everybody. Be the example like that everybody else don't get, like watching film. You got to be the first to everything, and you got to be able to take the criticism too. Like our coach, of course, your head coach is your leader of the whole team, right? And when we lose games, everything goes on him. Even though he may see what's wrong, but he'd never say, oh, this person did this person did that. He blamed everything on himself. So you got to be able to take the wins and the losses, and then be able to change and fix things that need to be fixed and changed. So I think that's what you need to do to build and be a leader and to be a great leader. Y'all still want me to?
No, you got it.
They told me I couldn't. They told me don't pass that, bro.
You don't leave nothing. It was all you.
Okay, this is my last one. Who is the funniest player on the team? Who is the funniest coach?
Keyshawn and Kenye. Keyshawn and Kenye. They sitting next to each other.
Look how they both looking.
Look at them. The fast, them the funniest too.
Who's Keyshawn?
Johnson. Oh, but we can't leave out Hink though. Keyshawn Hinkle too. The keys. Them two. I don't know. They all got the triple K. Oh, wait a minute. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it. Who the funniest coach? You see this man with this hat on right here? He got a snapback on. Him right here. Facts, baby. What'd you say? Facts, baby. I don't know. And coach and the head coach, yeah. I think the scram. That's what he tell us for real. But yeah, I think them the funniest. I ain't gonna lie, we can't leave Coach Mo out too. I think we'll start some practices out too.
Coach
He'll
Mo
look
say some
crazy.
crazy stuff though.
For before practice, before games. Wow.
They heard, didn't they?
There's a couple of people I forgot to thank. Randy, could you please stand up? Randy is the ISD superintendent who allowed Jordan to do this project, and we really want to say thank you. Ted, can you come down here, please? Ted, quick. It's the best trainer in the history of the world. And Ted makes sure, and he works 24/7. And unfortunately, this was Ted's last year with us. He's going into the clinic. He's going to be around. He thinks this is last year. I'm going to be calling Ted, and he can't stay away. And I told him whenever he want to come sit on the bench and help us out, he's more than welcome. But you know, every game I've coached and every year I've been a head coach, he's been with me. And so it's I mean, I want to tell you publicly how much I appreciate you, how much you've done for us. None of our success happens without you, and we want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much. Funny story about Ted Quick. We were in the state championship game some years ago when I was at Muskegon Heights, and we felt that the officials weren't too kind to us, and we ended up losing the game. And Ted is a trainer, so Ted handles injuries. Am I correct? So Ted goes in the locker room and punches the locker and breaks his hand. Our trainer can't help us anymore because he broke his hand. So that's how passionate Ted was. Ted would get a technical before I do. So thank you, Ted. He genuinely love our kids. Any more questions? I know it's late. Yep, come on up.
I just wanted to say some very, very special thanks to Jordy. You highlighting the academic work that our kids do, and to our coaching staff. I want everyone to understand how accountable our kids are, not just athletically, but academically. They are leaders in the building. They are the most respectful kids. Jordy, thank you for highlighting that, and continue to do so, because we are more than just athletes. We are students first, and these guys are class acts in every aspect of everything that they do, and I'm glad that we were highlighting that.
Any more questions? What's up, Key?
Favorite moment.
What's our favorite moment of the season? You asking me or you asking the players?
KG crib, KG sleepover by far. Funniest moment. I am Kinye. I am Groot. That's the craziest night.
I would say practice and being in the locker room after practice, hanging with y'all.
I'm gonna say the locker room and during the fall. That was the funny.
I got 2 good moments. One of them is breaking the record against Shores against our old little situation that we threw away, and then another one is conditioning when Kinye came along, got the blue. That was definitely one of the best moments when Kinye came along. I think everybody know what the little situation is. We done with that.
My favorite was, I probably ain't even gotta say what I did, just Ottawa Hills.
That's enough said.
Oh, she said coaches.
All right. Go ahead.
I say when the guys come to my house, we watch the All-Star game, Super Bowl. It was one of the games.
No, and the 2014 state championship.
I don't know, whatever games, they just be coming to my house, have me order a whole lot of food, and then come over there. Justin always the first one to the kitchen. Like every time he come over, he the first one getting food, plates, and coming to the kitchen and stuff. But other than that, I be having fun with them when they come to my house.
Thank you, honey buns, coach.
To piggyback on what Coach said, just being around the guys and the coaches, KG crib. I'm gonna say KG crib. That was fun. That's the funnest time.
That's a tough question for me to answer, but I would say it's 2 things for me. The first is I think every single one of the players on the team and myself have some sort of little inside joke, and at some point during practice or something will happen, and they'll just look at me, and we just start cracking up laughing. So I feel.
You do this.
Facts, you got me on that one. And then I would just say, like, with Justin, playing golf with Justin and Makai, that was a highlight for me. And then the car rides with Trail going to school, man. He a funny guy. He always got stories about something somebody did in his class during the day, and he embellishes all of it too, so it makes it even funnier. And then TJ, just seeing what he. Every day when I see him in the hallway, be like, Coach Josh, man, I ain't do nothing today. I promise you. I ain't do nothing.
Mine was after the season at KG House. I just leave it at that.
Well, I don't have just one. I just have as you get. I think as you get older, you really appreciate moments, and so every day with these guys was just a special moment for me, and I just cherish just the relationships that we have. But we had a lot of good times, and and there's some times I'm telling you that was not so good times, and so you didn't get to see exactly. We didn't get to see those on film certainly, but. And just watching these guys kiss the floor on senior night, their last time, that was special for me, and just being around them and how much they appreciate being a part of this program, and so that's what means. That's one of the best times of my career. Anyone else?
Sure.
Let Jordy go first.
My favorite part of the season, man, all of it. I mean, I'm from Australia, for anyone who couldn't tell. We don't play a whole lot of basketball down under, but, stepping on the court with these guys with the camera and seeing, one, their skill and their talents, but two, their commitment on, like, when we're in practice, that was probably my favorite thing this whole season, was just like, wow, Keith Guy runs an amazing program, and this is more than just a high school basketball team. Like, this is turning boys into men and teaching them resilience and overcoming adversity, no matter what life throws at you. And that's probably my favorite thing of the whole season.
I do have to thank one of the great moments though when we played Saginaw Heritage, and our crowd, the Watson family, and our crowd. I'm telling you, it was a moment during that game. And if Coach Mo was here, he'll tell you. I leaned over to him and said, "Man, this is crazy." The gym was shaking. They were stepping on the bleachers, and it was the loudest that it has been. And it was just, I said, "Man, you love this?" He said, "I love it." And I started to join them. I mean, we was just getting into it. I mean, so I told the Watson family, y'all got to get back next year. I'm telling you that right now. Period.
He got to tell that story.
Another one of the funniest stories, we went to Ohio, and this is when I was injured, so I didn't play none of these games. This was actually like this before this year. We went like 0-6, 0-5, we didn't win a game. And I didn't play at all. And KG went down the line. We went outside, he brought us outside. Went down the line, pointed at everybody, said, "Soft, soft, soft, soft." And he looked at me, he said, "Soft." And I was just like, I ain't even play. He went down the line, called everybody soft. Makai, he's so stubborn. He told me, "I ain't soft. I don't care what you say. I ain't soft." No. Then we went to Cedar Point. Oh my God. He told us, so he really didn't even want us to go. He really wanted us to tell him we didn't want to go because we already done lost. We still decided to go. So then he told us at this certain time, we gotta be outside the park and in the van. Man, we came out an hour late, and he didn't even want to feed us. We done DoorDash all type junk. He done. We ordering B-dubs, all type junk, sneaking out the room to get food, all type junk. His room right across from mine though. I just said I'm staying in the room. Everybody else go get it. I ain't getting in trouble again. But yeah.
On the line.
We graduated.
Anybody else? Good. Thank you again. Be honest. How many people cried? How many people cried besides me? Was I the only one? All right, cool. I feel better about myself. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I appreciate it.